Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, I'm excited about today because I'm like, okay, we have hot, messy topics. It's going to be a good one. It's literally going to be so good. I'm actually recording this before that. Um, but trust me, the topics that we have today, sometimes I worry about it. You never know if they're going to be good or not. I'm not worried about these topics at all. So, in the meantime, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's just jump right in. Okay. So, we have to talk about this and my god, thank you to Bywig Hello Drama. Scheana Shay is walking her comments back because Katie came in. Katie had a few words, and Katie was like, I don't care. I'm going to say what I want to say. And I looked at Katie. Technically, this all originated from this whole Casual Chaos podcast where Gia could not remember the name of the person who had the sandwich shop with Sheena, right? Well, hold on. Let me just start it from the beginning and then you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about.
Tom and Tom have their bar in LA. Yes, Ariana and oh my god, what did I just
Katie.
Yes,
okay.
Ariana and Ariana. I don't okay. Don't get me mixed
You're like,
up
what's
in
that
them.
other girl?
So, but
okay,
Ariana and Katie, they do have their sandwich shop. I mean, Ariana is the host of Love Island, one of the most trending shows in the US. I mean, everyone talks about it. Like, oh yes, Tom and Tom have their bar in LA.
So now let me take it back to how this kind of full circle. When Katie saw that, she addressed this on her podcast and she was like, first of all, you're mad at me because what? I didn't promote your book. You're talking about on your podcast about me going to the wedding or whatever and saying okay, well, I took up a seat. Girl, I was supposed to be at the wedding. I had to be from filming. That. And Katie clapped back with a lot of things. So I was a little just kind of shocked with Katie's clapback, but I was and I wasn't because Katie can go pretty gutter in moments. But hold on. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but this is what was said.
Speaking of Katie, as I mentioned earlier, I recorded an episode of Gia Giudice's podcast a few weeks back, came out last week. I think when I recorded it, it was sometime around the same time Katie was making comments about my wedding in Mexico or whatever. So her name didn't get brought up on the podcast because Gia forgot what her name was. And then I made an under my breath shady comment that was unnecessary, but I was like, forgettable, because she was like, oh, Ariana and I was like, Katie, and she's like, oh, and I was like, it's okay, forgettable. It was shady and rude and uncalled for. It was just unnecessary. My mom was like, Sheena, what? And I'm like, honestly, I did think that would be edited out because it was like a stumble. And if it were my show, I probably would have cut it out. But I guess she left it in because she thought it was funny. She literally laughed. But I feel like speaking of Katie, as Katie and I, we've had so many ups and downs, but we've also had real friendship at times. And we've had such amazing breakthroughs. And then it's like one word, and not even that her and I are cool, hanging out or anything right now, but I'm like one word. And then it's and it stirs it up. And then she goes on her podcast. And now here I am on my podcast. Because this is how we fucking communicate.
Exactly.
We don't text each other. We don't call each other anymore. We just do an episode.
You haven't texted at all.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And it's whenever Katie and I were one-on-one, we were so good. But then when other cast members, other people, production could be involved, I felt like things kind of would go sideways. Her and I did this e.l.f. Cosmetics makeup over makeup 2 years ago. And I felt like we were in such a good place. And then it was just you know, it's tough, but Katie and I, we've had so many. I just want to, because I said something shady, I do want to give her some flowers. She was there for me the night,
hate that
the
term.
day I found the messages between Shay and another woman. She never told production. She never told the press. She, like, even when we weren't on good terms, she always kept those secrets. And she is one of those ride or die, really good friends. And, you know, I strive to be more of that kind of friend. And I'm trying to be better about that and grow and evolve and learn from my mistakes. And this was one of them. It was so unnecessary for me to say that. It was just comfortability with a friend on a podcast, making a joke, as I'm sure she probably has made mean jokes like that about me. Just want to, because I said something shady.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, Sheena walked it back. So I'll give that to Sheena. I hate. I just want to give somebody their flowers. I had somebody say that to me and I was like, get away from me, please. In a really weird moment. But now that situation's a lot better too, thank God. But no, I hate that statement. But I like that she ended up walking it back. Sheena's mom, Erica, and even her sister, like her family, they're just a bunch of sweethearts. And they're very grounded in the sense that like they're super level-headed, super chill. And so I think that Erica did Sheena a service with that one. But hold on, then there was this. Thank you to the Bravo investigator.
There you go.
So fuck yeah, I took it on camera.
Of course.
But when she said that, I'm like, I'm not calling her a liar. I don't doubt production told her that. But I don't believe for one second that she went, so I got my wedding
Like as a
filmed.
favor to you.
As a favor.
Basically. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
I wouldn't get paid or I'd miss out. They were going to have to film me regardless of whether I was in Mexico and I was going to be in that episodic. I was paid per episode. So I was getting that episode no matter what. Sheena for months was panicking because Bravo told her that they were not going to film her wedding. They did not want to film her wedding. But everyone was going. And I know production was freaking out because like half the majority of the cast was going to be there. And like, what were they going to do? Were they going to have to ask some people to stay back? Who knows? But when Sheena and I ended up having all that drama, we were driving back from Havasu and one of the producers was like, so here's the thing, you have to go. He's like, I have needed like to like work with Bravo about like not losing the cast. He's like, but I sold them on filming Sheena's wedding because I sold it as there's going to be 2 trips happening. Like you're going to go on a trip still. I got to bring Christina Kelly with me and then we're going to film the wedding. So it's going to be these 2 trips happening like at the same time. That was how they were able to like get Bravo to agree to go to Mexico. So I was like, all right. I was like, well, someone got to tell her this because like, I feel like if I'm just really pushing to go that, you know, it's just going to be weird. I don't want to go
to your wedding.
There you
go. Okay. So, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody's just being honest about their perspective. And sometimes it's okay. Like it's a lot of light shade. Like none of this is that fucking deep. It's really not that deep. She's walking back her comments. She is technically apologizing to Katie. Do I think that Katie is going to receive any of this or care? No. I think that she's not going to care about any of this. I think she's going to be like, Sheena, do your thing and get away from me. But that's Katie too. That's Katie. Katie doesn't need, she's not trying to film. She doesn't need relationships that she doesn't agree with. So we'll see. We'll see if Katie responds. I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not a part of Hot Messy Topics today, be a part of the replay crew. I love you guys and we'll see you soon. Bye guys.